Dan Labbe with Scott Patsko and Ellis Williams, the Browns, day 7 of training camp here in Berea. And Ellis, I know you were watching the receivers, a big day again for Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, and whether he's taking the top off the defense, starting practice with that 60, 70-yard outside vertical route, he beat A.J. Green deep, or catching short passes and making something happen after the catch. The Browns were 30th in yak yards a year ago, and DPJ remains all over the field. His breakout camp continues, and again, whether it's deep or short, he's making all the plays.
And Scott, we've talked about opportunity. Odell Beckham had the pads on today, but this is still really an opportunity for Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, it feels like he had 10 catches today. I mean, really, there were two that that really stand out. The long touchdown, and then there was a comeback where the ball kind of went high on Baker, but he still rose up and grabbed it near the sideline. And I mean, who knows if he got in? It was just a great grab. And he's not doing anything we haven't seen Odell Beckham Jr. do in practice, but the fact that he's a second-year pro, you got decisions to make about your front two guys next year. It's got to be encouraging to the people in the front office and the coaching staff just to see somebody who seems like he's ready to make that second-year leap.
Now I want to talk about a guy we haven't talked about enough. We've talked about Jadeveon Clowney a bunch, and rightfully so. He's been really good. I want to talk about Myles Garrett. As much as Clowney's been in the backfield, Myles Garrett has been absolutely dominant so far in this camp too. And Scott, when I'm watching today, it's just 95 in the backfield, chasing around Baker Mayfield. I know Baker had a completion at one point, but it probably would have been a strip sack in a real game. He's having a dominant camp that nobody's really talking about right now.
No, and it's become the norm now. I remember a couple of years ago when he really when he was going against Joe Thomas, that was such a big thing, and he just kind of became this guy who's taken over training camp, and even not just on the field, but he's gearing up the crowd and getting everybody excited, and every chance he gets, he's walking over to the bleachers and making people scream, and he just seems to be soaking it all in. He knows his spot on this team. He knows how good he is. And I mean, that first preseason game is going to be wild because he's actually going to be let loose for the first time in a long time, and it's probably going to be impressive.
Right. I mean, who knows if he even needs those preseason games, because he looks ready to go here in the early days of August.
Yeah, and you wonder what reps he really needs out here. But to Myles' credit, when he is out there, he's given 100%, and it's pure domination. And we talked about a guy who looks the part in DPJ, like a veteran receiver. Myles Garrett looks the part of just a cornerstone franchise player. Like Scott said, even off the field, he's got complete control of these fans, the crowd, and he's comfortable. He can flip the switch from on and off with ease. He's in complete control out here and truly coming to his own as a full 100% full-fledged superstar in this league.
All right, there we go. Day 7 of Browns training camp. It is over, and you know where we cover it all. cleveland.com/Browns.